Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Magic. This week we are doing Patreon, and it's brought to you by That Dingo Duster. I just assume that you have to say that with the inflection. Because I think his name, is probably Dusty, and it's like a Duster. So you gotta say it like that, apparently. But anyway, so he provided us with some modern decks.
Zombies versus spirits.
Yeah, it's pretty exciting. And this seems to, the idea behind this seems to be more like a dual deck, more so than like two viable, like on their own modern decks. Like they're made to face each other, which is cool because that's what we do. So yeah, can't wait to do that. If you are curious how to send us decks, because I know a lot of people like to do that sort of thing, then check out our Patreon account. And there'll be details in there because we are, in fact, running out of deck submissions. So if you're already a patron, send us some more, please.
Yes.
And if you're not, maybe consider doing that. We'll do like basically almost any format. Almost. Probably not standard, but yeah. So to decide who goes first, since this is kind of a like, you know, we've got like the darkness versus the light sort of thing.
Well, it's kind of like both like darkness.
Shh. One's the corpse that's left behind, the other one's the spirit.
It's a very Orzhov thing.
Yeah. So
it's like you get the spirit and you get the zombie.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. So anyway, so I just colored on this dice here, black and white. No, it's not a racial statement, so don't even try and make it out to be. And you want to do the honors?
Sure.
Black. Woo! So that would be you. And we will see you in game one. Alrighty, game one. Go ahead and show your hand.
We have a hand.
And I've got those. And those. Alright, let's do this thing. Now, I should mention that these decks were submitted to us before Eldritch Moon came out, so there might be like some changes on both sides, but in particular the Spirit side.
Especially with Spellqueller.
Yeah, with Spellqueller and Mausoleum Wanderer that could be made to these decks, but we're going to just play them as they were submitted.
I think we're going to go for Watery Grave tapped. It's your go.
Draw a card. It's not the worst one I've ever seen in my entire life. Island go.
Untap. Rough turn. Deck more salvage tapped. It's your go.
Not the ideal land.
No, not really. I'd much rather it be in the graveyard.
Here's a Flagstones of Trocare. And a Mind Shrieker. Pass the turn.
End of your turn. Dark Blast.
Ah, Dark Blast. You got it.
Untap.
It's particularly annoying.
We're going to replace draw.
Sure.
Dredge 3. Relentless Dead. An island. And Relentless Dead.
Ooh.
Doesn't have very good cards to be in the graveyard.
No. Not the best zombies to be in there. In any case.
An island.
Yep.
And Diagraph Captain.
Okay.
Your go.
Untap. Draw a card. Okay, I think what I'm going to do is... I can't really do that one. Let me think. I guess Liliana would get me pretty hard here if I do this way.
Liliana probably gets lots of people hard.
Very true. We'll tap 2, play a Flagstones of Trocare, sacrifice this one.
Oh, nice.
Go get a tapped Hallowed Fountain, because it doesn't say basic planes, it just says a planes card, which is pretty sweet.
Pretty helpful.
It's basically a fetch land that you don't have to pay life for if you got 2 of them out.
Yeah. Fetch land as long as you draw 2 of them.
Yeah.
First one's not.
But the first one
in untapped.
It does come in untapped, so it's not that bad.
It's really a strictly better planes.
Yeah. So another white for a grand total of 3 mana and Geist of Saint Draft. And I'll pass the turn.
Untap. Nobody likes Geist.
Some people do.
Draw for turn.
Probably the church dwellers or churchgoers or whatever.
Actually, I think
Of Saint Traft.
yeah, I think it was the heretics in the storyline that Saint Traft leads.
Well, whatever. Somebody likes him.
Pluto Delta.
Mr. Boopster likes him.
I mean, it's good to play the card. You like him when you play the card.
Yeah.
You just don't like him when it's played against you. Here's another digraph captain.
All right.
Enter go.
Untap. Draw a card. Just occurred to me, is Liliana even in this deck?
I don't think so.
For some reason I thought it was, and I don't actually remember if it is. So, guess there's no reason to play around that one, really. Okay, so those are both 3/3 death touches, and when a zombie dies, lose some life.
Yeah, when another zombie.
Another zombie.
So they don't count themselves. Sadly.
That is pretty sad. Let's go for...
I assume it's because when like another zombie dies, he picks up whatever weapon they were holding and throws it at you.
Oh, maybe.
That's where the 1 damage comes from. So if he dies, he can't do it himself.
Well, I don't really want to trade Geist for a captain.
Well, it's not even trade.
I guess I can't trade because they're 3/3s.
So he'd kind of just get eaten.
Yeah.
They're pretty hungry zombies.
I'll play Akira, Great Glass Spinner, to make myself even more removal immune. And a Flooded Strand, and pass the turn.
End of your turn. Correct Pluto Delta, going to 19. Find a Watery Grave tapped. Maybe.
I'm apparently just playing Legendary Creatures, that deck. Legendary Permanents, actually. I've also played 2 Flagstones. Whole bunch of legendary stuff.
Yeah, Flagstones was a lot more balanced before the Legend rule change.
Was it, though? Because that let you go really, really over the top with landfall
I guess, yeah.
triggers.
That was the case, right? I remember that deck now. Like 6 landfalls in turn.
It's like Step Links on turn 1. Next turn, attack for 6. Play something else.
Yeah, 3 land drops. 6 damage would hurt. Untap. Draw for turn. We can play a Diregraph Colossus. We got 2 zombies in our graveyard. So he gets 2 counters. And then whenever I cast a zombie spell, I get a 2/2 tapped.
Pretty good. Pretty good. And they both get double pumped. So that thing's huge.
Yeah, that's a 6/6.
Huge boy.
We're going to attack for 6.
That's a lot of damage. Probably not worth double blocking one, because you'll just kill both things. So I'll take 6, going to 14.
Enter go.
See what we can get. End of turn, I'm going to crack that, going to 13. Unfortunately, this land I actually have to pay for the cracking of. Get a Hallowed Fountain. Tapped.
It's not as good as the first Hallowed Fountain.
No. Not as hallowed.
Not as shiny and rainbowy.
No. And then we'll untap, and we'll draw a card. That was pretty good. So, I think what I'm going to do is play a Plains. I'm going to Path Exiled Diregraph Colossus, because it's gigantic and scary.
Yeah, that kind of hurts.
And it actually lets me get in with Geist this turn, which is pretty sweet. And I'll also
Swamp.
leave the cool Hallowed Fountain untapped. We'll also play a Drog Skull Captain. Now, you have 2 Zombie Lords. I've got 1 Spirit Lord. But I've got 2 Spirits, which is pretty sweet. So I will attack you for 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Ooh, go to 9.
And unfortunately, an Angel is not a Spirit, so it doesn't get the bonus from that. But I'll pass turn, exile that Angel.
Untap. Draw for turn. Deck more salvage tapped.
Mm-hmm.
Enter go.
Untap. Draw a card. Again, not terrible. Play a Moorland Haunt. And I believe you're at 9, so I can get in for 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yes. So I will do that. Attack you.
So, I'm a Dark Blast that. Gets countered by Kira.
Yep.
I'm gonna bounce that back to your hand.
Rattle Chains. Give it hexproof until end of turn.
You did have it.
Yeah, I did.
Well, I can double block Geist. Because why not?
Yep. Might as well.
And exactly 9 in the air.
Bloop. Alright. Got another
Okay.
flex then, too.
I don't get this guy. See, it says he has the strength of 7 men.
Yeah.
And in fact, used to be 7 men.
Uh-huh.
But he's a 1/1.
Yeah. Well, he's
And
kind
a
of a...
human is a 1/1.
Yeah, but he's...
So if he has the strength of 7 humans, why isn't he a 7/1?
But he pumps himself, right? I don't know.
Does he? Oh, I guess
Yeah.
he'll pump himself.
He's a 3/2.
He's a 3/2.
So he has the power of... I don't even
3
know how that
humans.
works, I guess. But then he also has more toughness. I guess this is just more hardy. Anyway, see you in game 2. Alright, game 2. Go ahead.
Doop. 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 And
And I've got that, some of those, and those. You're up.
I think we're going to lead with Polluted Delta. Go.
Draw a card. I'm gonna go for Marsh Flats. Crack that going to 19. Just gonna get a basic Plains. I do believe. Oh, it is worth noting, the deck list that we got had 4 Flooded Strands, and we only have 2, apparently. I thought we had more than 2, but I can't find them, so I just replaced them with Flooded, or Marsh Flats. So the deck list is just going to say 4 Flooded Strands, but yeah, that's why that's in there. It wouldn't be normally, but yeah, functionally it's the same thing. And we'll go for a Hopeful Eidolon. He's very hopeful.
Is he?
Little 1/1 lifelink, which should be a Mausoleum Wanderer.
Yeah.
If we were updating this deck. Anyways, pass turn.
End of your turn, correct Polluted Delta, going to 19.
He's pretty cute though. He's like Casper.
Yeah, and you can even haunt another ghost
Yeah.
somehow.
Yeah.
Well, bestow, but
Same
I
thing.
guess haunt is
Yeah,
a
haunt is a
keyword.
mechanic. Careful what you say now. I'm going to play... I'm sorry, did you just crack Polluted Delta and fetch a Polluted Delta?
You got that.
That's kind of weird. And not really legal.
Watery Grave. I don't know, I guess blue-black, just register.
Yeah. The foil one, too.
Don't even have a foil Watery Grave. I don't know what I was thinking.
Yeah.
Untap. Draw for turn. That's pretty good. Swamp.
Mm-hmm.
Gravecrawler.
Yep.
Dark Blast.
Ah! was really hoping you didn't have that.
Enter go.
Untap. Draw a card. I mean, not that that guy's really, like, the cornerstone of this deck, but still.
He's pretty cornerstone-y.
Yeah. Let's go for Flooded Strand. Pass the turn.
Untap. We're going to replace my draw with Dark Blast.
Sure.
Watery Grave, an Undead Alchemist, and an Island. It's not very good. No benefits, really. Swamp.
Mm-hmm.
Attack for 2.
17.
And a Prized Amalgam.
Alright.
Jurgo.
I will crack Flooded Strand. Go to 16. End of turn. Get a tapped Hallowed Fountain. Okay. Untap. Draw a card. Not the worst. But I think this turn, the plan is Moorland Haunt and a Bygone Bishop. By golly. 2/3 flying gets me clues and stuff. Pass the turn.
Untap.
He can, however, be a victim of the night. If that's
Drop
in his
turn.
immediate future.
5.
Did you dredge that Dark Blast?
Yes.
Ah.
I said it wasn't a very good one.
I guess I just wasn't paying attention at all when you said that. So blocking would be pretty bad.
Yeah. Just a bit.
I will go to 11.
I think I'll go for another Prized Amalgam.
Okay.
Enter go.
Untap. Draw a card. Yeah, that's not terrible either. So. My life total's pretty low.
Got all these zombies knocking at your door.
Yeah. What am I gonna do? I think my play is tapped Hallowed Fountain. And I'll pass the turn.
Untap. Rough turn. Beats.
Throw Bygone Bishop in front of Gravecrawler.
Dark Blast.
Rattle Chains. Giving that hexproof, obviously.
Still 2/3.
Yep. And yeah, take 6. Going 5. Which hurts my body.
He dies.
And you can just recast him, but
I'll just recast them.
sure.
And I'll cast another one.
Ugh. Gross.
Enter go.
End of turn, I guess I'll path one of the amalgams.
I don't know.
Life total is
He
pretty
just
low here.
wanted to eat your brains.
I actually forgot about a clue when that comes into play.
Just wanted to eat your brains.
Yep.
And you exiled him from
I did.
existence.
So we'll untap. I assume you're... Yeah.
Yeah.
This is fine. Draw a card.
Spent all my mana.
Yeah. Ugh. That's not the best. It's fine, I guess. Play a Moorland Haunt. Those Gravecrawlers suck. And...
It's kind of what they do. They never bury them enough. They
That's
just crawl
true.
back out.
It's very true. You speak words of wisdom.
You think on Innistrad they just learned, maybe bury them deep enough that they can't crawl the way out.
Yeah.
Throw some stones on the corpse before burying it.
I'm gonna pass the turn.
Untap. Draw for turn. I was thinking I maybe should have Dark Blasted, but
Uh-oh.
it worked out.
Oh, a victim of night.
You got another rattle chains.
Just think here. So I'm at 5, which is pretty gross. What do I do? What do I do? Do I let him die?
Will a clue help you? So many choices.
There really are.
Because you got Moorland Haunt that could make a
Yeah.
1/1 blocker.
You can. I only have Hopeful Eidolon. And I guess he's food for the Moorland Haunt.
That is true.
Which is, I mean, not super ideal, but hey. This might be wrong, but I'm gonna let him die. I think. I will let him be a victim of the night.
Beats. I mean, I don't know how I stabbed a ghost, but apparently
Me either.
I managed it.
Into the Royal, not kicked, on Prized Amalgam.
Away!
And... so you just recast those, which is always fun.
Yeah, you can't haunt, so you can't kill both of them.
Yeah. Well, I can haunt once.
Oh, right, you can. So you could kill both of them.
Hopeful Eidolon, but you'll just recast them.
Once I cast Prized Amalgam next turn. Because you could kill both of them, and then I can't cast them this turn.
I guess, yeah, that's a good point.
It's not until their big brother comes back that they could come back.
That's true. And I think I'm in a low enough life total that is actually what I'm going to do.
Dead. Yeah, I don't got a play, so it's your go.
Untap. Draw a card. That's fine. So let's lead with Drug Skull Captain.
Pretty decent.
Yeah, it's not bad. And also Hopeful Eidolon.
2/2
He's
life
just as
linker.
hopeful as the last one.
Well, he's a little more hopeful because he's not going to get Dark Blasted.
It's true. For 2 reasons. He's a 2/2 and he has hexproof. Yeah, my life total's low, so I don't think cracking a clue is worth having that come in untapped, so I'll pass the turn.
Untap. Dark Blast isn't very helpful, so we'll draw a card. Wow. I wanted a land, but that's not a very good land. I can, however, 3 mana for a Diagraph Colossus.
Ooh,
I got 1, 2, 3 zombies in there.
that's spooky.
That's 5/5.
That's a 5/5.
Here's Gravecrawler.
You got it.
It's your go.
Untap. Give me some good. That's not bad. So,
Which I guess when I cast a zombie spell, I got a zombie tapped. They don't have zombies.
that's true. You did.
Bear. It's like the same thing.
Kind of. So that's a 5/5, which is gigantic.
He's a big boy.
Yeah, he is a big boy. True statement. I'm gonna go for Drug Skull Captain. So now everything has hexproof.
Everything has hexproof.
And I'll pass the turn. Because I still don't have good attacks,
Untap.
even though this is a 4/4. I guess I could have attacked with him, but
Draw for turn.
no life link there, so maybe not a good idea.
What do we do here? think we go for a Relentless Dead
Pretty good.
and a tap zombie. And a prized amalgam
Yep.
and a tap zombie.
Pretty good.
So,
Got quite the board here.
you got 2 3/3 flyers and a 4/4 lifelink.
I do indeed. And the capacity to make 1 3/3 flyer.
Is it worth attacking with my 5/5? That is the question. Go.
And a turn. I will rattle these chains, and the spirit comes out.
And you have a Bygone Bishop left.
Yep. Can do one
One
more
more haunt.
haunt activation. Draw a card. That's pretty clutch.
I don't like that.
I bet you don't. So, he can't block.
Nope.
So you've got 5, 6, 7. Well, I think first and foremost, what I'm going to do is crack this clue.
Get a clue.
I will get a clue. Drawing a card.
Is that clutch too?
No. not as much.
That's a good thing.
Island.
I assume that's what the...
Yes. No, that was the thing that I
was
said
the
was really clutch. Yeah. Still at 5, which sucks. I'll attack you for 3 in the air.
Kind of gotta take that. Going to 16.
Then I'll pass the turn.
Untap. Is it worth dredging Dark Blast when I can't target anything?
Well, if you're going to your upkeep, I'm gonna path to exile that on your upkeep.
Rude. I already got 2 blue.
Because he's a big annoying boy.
That he is.
Still have 1 by
There was a card that very much would have hurt on top.
What card was that?
Undead War Chief.
Oh,
+2/+1 to all my zombies. It'd be a little frightening.
that probably would have done it, actually.
Yeah.
Because I'd have 4 blockers. Yeah, that would have done it. So
Draw
hopefully
card.
that's not another one.
I mean, it's close.
Zombie Lord?
Zombie Lord.
Zombie Lord. Pretty good.
So you can gain 4.
I can gain 4. Indeed.
9, 13, 16, 19.
Okay.
Hard to block.
Pretty hard to block. Well, first off, gonna haunt away this bishop. Bye. He's gone. See what I did there? And then you've got all this happening.
That's a lot of things.
So these are all 3/3s.
Yeah.
That's a 3/2,
Basically the same thing.
I guess.
3/3 hard to block, 4/4.
Yeah. And I'm at 5. Functionally at 9. If I put him in front of something, which I believe I'm going to do. Wow. That is annoying. None of you guys have first strike or anything.
Nope. You do lose a life whenever one of my zombies dies as well.
Oh. Oh my. Okay, then I'm really dead, I think.
Yeah, I think Diagraph Captain was a pretty good draw.
Is there anything I can do here to stay alive?
She blocked 4 damage, gained 3.
I'm just thinking. That
Yeah.
Locking this in. I'm pretty sure it doesn't really matter. Because then even like...
Trading
Let's
3 of
just
those.
say we do that. Because these ones, at least you can get back. Those ones
Yeah,
you
I
can't.
can just recast the Gravecrawler, so...
So then I'm going to be taking 4. I'm going to be taking 8.
Well, you're going to be
Because
taking...
all of these die.
There's 6
Oh,
damage
sorry,
here.
there's 6 here. Yeah, sure. 6.
And then
So-
you're gaining 3 and
And
losing
I'm killing 4 things. No, killing 4 things,
Killing.
right?
No, you're not killing this. This is a 4-4.
So is he.
Why is he a 4-4?
Oh, you're right. Oh, I've been thinking about this all wrong. Right.
It's a 3-3.
Yeah. But that doesn't actually change the math at all. Because either way, this time I just gain 1 less life versus losing 1 extra life.
Yeah, so you're negating 4, gaining 3, but then you're losing 3, so then there's still this 6 damage getting through. I don't think
I'm going to make this easy on myself and take it all.
Just take it.
Yep. Ah. Okay. All right. So that was game 2, and we'll see you in game 3. All right, game 3. Let's show some of this stuff. That's the stuff. Go ahead.
Hand.
Okay. I'm going to lead with a Plains and a Topplegeist. Pass the turn. Obviously not tapping any creatures an opponent controls.
That's a good draw.
Is it Dark Blast?
It's a Pluto Delta. Going to 19. To find a swamp.
Is it a Dark Blast?
It's a Gravecrawler.
Yeah. That's pretty good, too. Plus, I don't even know how high impact Topplegeist really is.
Yeah, it kind of seemed like he'd be difficult to activate.
Yeah.
Could be worth for Alpha Strike, but other than that,
Sure.
Drago.
Untap. Draw a card. That's a pretty good draw. Play an island. Attack you for 1.
18.
Pass the turn.
Tap. Drop turn. Attack you for 2.
18. All tied up.
Cast another Gravecrawler.
Sure.
And Watery Grave tapped. Drago.
And a turn, I will flash in a Rattle Chains, giving that hexproof. And draw a card. That's pretty good. Let's go for Untapped Halophone. Going to 16.
Ooh.
Yeah,
Going deep.
I know, right? And
Is this when the Lord comes out? Or a bishop?
maybe. I actually have a lot of options at 3. I think you're 18. Got 2 Gravecrawlers. Probably a Victim of the Night at the ready. One would only imagine. Just gonna attack you for 3.
Go 15.
Pass the turn.
Untap. On my upkeep. Gonna Dark Blast Rattle Chains.
I'm gonna respond to that with Kira Great Glass Spinner. That doesn't actually work, right?
No, that doesn't work.
Because it's already targeted.
It's already
we'll do
targeted.
that then.
Hexproof.
That does work.
And then we're gonna dredge that for my draw step. Doomblade would have been very helpful.
Yeah.
Got a Stitchwing Scab, however.
Yeah, because I guess that's already cast. Or
Yeah.
it's already been
targeted,
Become
so-
the target of it. Yeah. That makes sense.
Watery Grave tapped. Beat for 4.
Take 4.
Feel inclined to trade.
Going to 12. No thanks.
Here go.
Untap. Draw a card. Five, six, seven.
I'm going to Dark Blast that to make it 6.
Okay. I guess you probably want that in your graveyard.
Yeah. Go 9.
Here's an island.
Do know you have the Kira.
You do know that. And I'm going to do it. Kira, Great Glass Spinner.
Do I need to wait
Pass
for
it in.
instant speed? Because
Well, it doesn't really work like I was thinking it would.
No.
So, might as well just do it now. Especially since you already know about it.
draw for turn. Well, that's not very good. Use deck more salvage.
Yep. Surprised you didn't dredge the Dark Blast.
I thought about it, but you had the Kira, and
Yeah, I guess.
I don't think the 3 would have mattered too much. You got a Diregraph Captain, however.
It's pretty good.
You got a whole bunch of flyers.
I do.
6.
And a Path to Exile.
Alrighty then.
Take 4. Going to 8.
Enter go.
Untap. Draw a card.
I believe you have Lethal in the air.
I think I do. So that's 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Dredging that Doomblade.
Yeah.
That's a very bad thing.
I'll also flash this in just because I can.
Just before combat.
Just so he can see the light of day.
Thought I had a good hand with 2 Gravecrawlers.
Ooh, yeah. It was a pretty quick one, but thankfully I curved out pretty nicely.
Yeah.
All right. So that was Spirits versus Zombies. It's kind of a fun little like dual deck sort of experience.
Rattle Change is insane, giving all other
Yeah,
spirits
it's very
flash.
good. It's a very good card. This actually, now that like I've done this in Super Sealed and I've done this in this, I kind of want to make like a cool modern Spirits deck. Like using a lot of the newer,
Mausoleum War.
because I mean technically this is a modern Spirits deck, but like I want to use the
fancy new one.
the fancy new stuff. Selfless Spirit, Spell Queller, Mausoleum Wanderer. Maybe throw in an Aether Vial or something like that.
Maybe some Lingering
See how that
Souls.
works. Yeah. So anyway, as I stated earlier, thank you to that Dingo Dusty. I'm just gonna say it. Keep saying it that way for these decks. And if you have decks for us and you're one of our patrons or are interested in being one, then visit the link in the doobly-doo. Yeah.
Why?